Welcome back to a new episode of Pills of Animal Physiology. Today we will discuss about a recent and concerning topic, the impact of climate change in Antarctica and how Antarctic limpets adapt with global change. Antarctica is situated around the South Pole and is the fifth largest continent, covering 40 million square kilometers, but is also the least populated with no permanent human resident. The climate here is incredibly harsh, with temperature reaching minus 80 degrees during winter. Despite the extreme condition, Antarctica is a home to a surprising variety of wildlife, such as orcas, several species of penguins, grills, walrus, and obviously the Antarctic limpet. As a famous quote says, nature will always find a way to reproduce and survive even in nature's harshest conditions. Antarctica is crucial for regulating the Earth's climate. The massive ice sheet reflects sunlight, helping to keep our planet cool, and this is known as the albedo effect. Due to its unique condition, it is an important scientific research, especially for climate change, glaciology, astronomy, and even marine biology. Climate change is having a significant impact on Antarctica. Rising temperature are causing ice to melt, contributing to the rise of sea levels, change of salinity due to freshwater runoff, but also the degrees of albedo effect. The coast of Western Antarctic Peninsula have risen by 1 degree in the last 50 years and is predicted to warm by 4 degrees by 2100. Understanding this change is vital for predicting the future and the potential impact on vulnerable species with low metabolics and low growth rates. Therefore, many scientists are studying how organisms adapt to this kind of extreme environment. Nacella consina is a species of marine gastropod mollusk from the superfamily Patelodea. They mainly inhabit the Antarctic Peninsula and adjacent subantarctic islands, such as King George Island and Anvers Island. Concerning their zonation, they live on the rocky intertidal and sublittoral zone, and are considered as the most numerous invertebrate in the subtidal zone, with a density of more than 100 individuals per meter quadrat. Nacella consina has a calcitic oval shells with a mantle composed of circumpallar tentacles and one head with 2 cephalic tentacles. They are called adapted species, named as Thenotherm and Stenohaline, meaning they are capable of surviving in a narrow temperature and saline range. Large environmental variation can impact the performance and survivals of Antarctic limpets. But how is Nacella consina affected by climate change? In general, the impact are observed on their reproduction timing, as they reproduce during summer and spring, but also on their growth rates and feeding activity, which are highly sensitive to temperature change. More importantly, it can impact their tenacity duration, meaning it can lose adhesion and be washed off by waves or taken by predators. But Antarctic limpets have some adaptation to cope with this environmental change. Antarctic limpet use radula, an important muscular mechanism to feed. Regarding its feeding activity, the rasping rate of the radula and its metabolism show a linear increase linked with temperature. And it can reach a maximum temperature of 12.3 degrees, where feeding stops directly after. This shows that the Antarctic limpet, despite being stenotherm, are able to adjust to climate conditions that are not within its optimal range in order to survive. Since intertidal water are unstable environments, organisms are forced to adapt to non-optimal conditions in order to survive, which might have contributed to its temperature resilience. The Antarctic limpets can acclimate to gradual increase of temperature up to 3 degrees over time, even if this is out of their optimal range. Even though it is said to be very sensitive to temperature change, it does demonstrate an acclimation capacity, which allows it to slowly adjust to change over time. Thermal inertia refers to the resistance to temperature change within an organism's body. When exposed to rapid warming rates, the limpet body may not immediately equilibrate with the surrounding environment, but can temporarily survive at a very high temperature from 8.3 degrees to 17.6 degrees. Each of proteins are a family of proteins produced by the cell in response to stressful conditions, such as rising temperature. They play an important role in protecting the cells from damage. They also stabilize new protein, refold damaged one, and even assist in protein degradation. In Antarctic lipid, the stress response involved the upregulation of HSP7T gene in response to increasing seawater temperature. This is a short-term response, but a very strong one against complex stressor. Moreover, during hot day, limpets show some behavioral response, such as moving to a cooler area during warm day. So, let's have a little recap of what we have learned. Antarctic water is warming up, causing environmental change. And this might be a problem for Nacella concina since it is a stenotherm, but also a stenoalien. Antarctic limpets has some physiological response, such as a linear increase of the rasping rate of the radula up to 12.3 degrees, but also a slowly acclimate to gradual increase in temperature, and may temporarily survive at very high temperature. And the last one, it can upregulate HSP7T genes as a stress response. We also see that it can go to cooler area during the warmer part of the day. We hope we raise your awareness about the impact of climate change in Antarctica and the adaptation of Antarctic limpets. Thank you for watching, and see you next time for a new episode of Pills of Animal Physiology.